Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Friday. Galen Unall from Life South, brought to you by the good folks at Just Shipped Pin Flooring and Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center. He's on the phone with us. Galen, before we get to back to the Kingdom of the Sun, I wanted to tell you something. I've got an exciting day today. For the first time in I think 6, 7.5, maybe 8 years, both of my siblings, the entire family that is still together, my nuclear family, both my sisters, my sister Donna from Minnesota and my sister Lorna, who lives in Callahan, Florida, we will all be together this afternoon on the glass bottom boats taken in Silver Springs.
Well, there you go. That'll be cool.
My sister.
Make sure you prop that leg up so I don't get that call
Yeah.
saying I just can't make it.
My sister Donna, she moved to Minnesota when she was 18. She's 6 years older than me. I'm 55. I won't tell you how old she is, 61. She hasn't been to Silver Springs since she was probably 10 and I was like 4 or 5. So she's looking forward to it.
Cool.
But I don't think she's going to see the Silver Springs she remembers.
Yeah, that's probably true. And in some ways it's better, and in some ways it's not.
Right.
So it's
right. Certainly.
Yeah, it's one of those. When I go back.
Who was the in all your years of the Kingdom of the Sun? Who was who was the guy that went on to be the biggest name that you saw that come through that tournament?
Oh, that's really, really hard to say. I mean, Christian Leitner.
Greatest
again.
Greatest college basketball player maybe in history.
He's in the top 5.
Yeah.
He's in the top 5. God, that's so hard. There's been so many great players. Kwame Brown played there.
Somebody just texted me. Somebody listening to the show said Dwight Howard.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, I mean, I saw him, but he was never great. Nobody. What level was he great on? I mean, he was the number 1 overall pick by the Magic, but I could say my son.
Oh, there we go.
I'm serious.
That helps at the house. That helps at the house a lot.
Well, it was one of the proud moments, growing up and watching the Kingdom of the Sun, and then my son getting to play in it as a sophomore was really, really cool. And they won a game, and I remember going, wow, that is simply amazing. Last year it was canceled, so he's really looking forward to it in his senior year. Gosh, I don't know, Tom. There's been, in my mind, went completely blank. So I don't know. I need to think about that. You caught me off guard. Usually I just sit around, and that's something you talk about for a long time. Kenny Vaughn was so amazing. There were some teams that came in from Chicago back in the day, and they were just simply incredible. So
some of the basketball that came out of Chicago.
Yeah.
I was hoping though that you would say, and I don't know if they ever got here or anything. So the Fab Five never made it this way. Now, not the Fab Five, but some of those guys from Detroit that came to Fab Five, they never made it this way.
They didn't play here. Again, Dante Culpepper, you could argue. There's so many guys who went on to play in other sports that played here. I don't know, man. There's a lot.
I asked you a hard question, didn't I?
Yeah, it caught me off guard. I was focused on the Ryder Cup and F1 this morning.
The Ryder Cup, I was a little disappointed yesterday, a little anticlimactic with the pairings yesterday, because Steve Stricker should have pulled the trigger and he didn't do it, and it aggravated me. I really, and I knew he wasn't going to, but boy, it would have been great theater if he'd have said, in pairing number 3, it's Brooks Koepka and Whiny Boy. That would have been great. That would have been good theater. Koepka and DeChambeau. Shouldn't we have that pairing? Don't we deserve that pairing?
That would have truly buried the hatchet, right? Because they're talking about all the time about
they've had
this
dinner
doesn't
and
matter.
everything,
Yeah. Yeah, but again, they're not going to do that.
Is this the modern day Ryder Cup? Everybody thought the two best players, and these were the two best players at the time in America, Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau. You can argue with Dustin Johnson and Justin Thomas and all, but remember, Phil and Tiger they weren't really best buddies either, and so they didn't Ryder Cup together either. Is this the same type of deal?
It's close. It's. I mean, Tiger and Phil respected each other.
Yeah.
I don't think
Brooks Koepka has any respect for Bryson. I don't know if Bryson DeChambeau respects Brooks Koepka, but I'm pretty sure Brooks Koepka has zero respect for Bryson DeChambeau.
That's correct. I think they both. And don't forget to throw in Dustin Johnson in there, because Dustin Johnson is not well liked.
No.
Granted, Dustin Johnson doesn't really care.
He doesn't.
But if you notice, the common denominator for all this hatred is one guy, and it's Brooks Koepka. So I'm not a. I mean, granted, he went to the Florida State University, but he seems to just be a bit of a prickly guy to play with. How about that?
His comments about the Ryder Cup, he look, this is an individual sport. You do your routines and everything, and now they want me to be in this meeting, and they want me to be in that meeting. And then somebody's going to hit a shot that I have to hit afterwards, and they leave me in a crappy position. What am I supposed to do with that? He does have a little attitude about him. It rears its head every now and then, but don't you want that dogged, just get out of my way, all I'm worried about is winning? That's what Tiger Woods ushered in. These are the golfers that come after Tiger Woods. Isn't that how golf is supposed to be now? It's what Tiger Woods did.
Yeah, but again, not during this one. And again, there's a reason why the Europeans win. It's because they have better camaraderie. They're more of a team.
They care.
They want to win. And USA, the players are like, look, this is a huge paycheck for me. This is going to increase my Q rating. They'll go around and follow their teammates only when they have to, or they do it because, well, if they don't, they'll look pretty terrible. I'm not a fan of too many of these players on there. It'll be interesting to see how the young guys do, right?
Well, I took
that will be very interesting.
DraftKings allows you to take 6 players. And it doesn't matter which 6 players you take. You can take 3 European players, 3 American players, 2, it doesn't matter. There's a reason I have 5 of my 6 players on DraftKings are European players, because I think they're going to do better.
Who was your only American?
Dustin Johnson. I took Dustin.
Yeah,
Johnson.
I think he's. I don't. This
Remember,
kind of
he was abusing this course till he ground his club in a bunker in the PGA Championship.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't think this is a tournament that or a style of format that's good for him in any way, shape, or form.
Well, it just they're only keeping the 4-ball where they play their own ball all the way through. DraftKings is they're not taking alternate shot because they don't have control over that.
Okay.
And then they're doing the singles matches.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, if you can rotate each game or each day.
No,
yeah,
you're locked. Nope, you're locked in. Once you lock them in, you're locked in.
Okay, well, there you go.
Which is why I took John Rahm, Ian Poulter, Lee Westwood, Sergio Garcia, and Rory McIlroy.
And it just, for every point you get, is that the way it works?
Right. For every hole they win, you get a point. And yeah, exactly.
Well, again, I thought the captains, I guess it's just not one guy.
No, there's 137 guys.
So, them starting up with Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth, you couldn't go more vanilla. And if you're Team Europe, you're like, let's go. We're going to go ahead and put our foot on your throat and we're going to put the two Spaniards together. Good luck with
Good
John
luck.
Rahm
Yeah,
and Garcia.
Good luck.
Because here's the thing. We know how streaky Garcia is, right? He could go on a run where he birdies 9 holes in a row.
Certainly.
I mean, he absolutely. But he could also have 4 doubles. But John Rahm, steady. He's going to the worst score John Rahm could possibly get on this course is a bogey.
Right
there. Whereas Sergio Garcia could get a triple.
Okay.
But that's okay in this format.
It is. We're up against it, Galen. I wish we could talk more. Where's the Bloodmobile today?
Well, we got 3 hours tonight. We may need to fill.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, exactly.
Broadcast starts at 7:30, so make sure you join us.
Oh, the broadcast starts at 7:30. I thought it was. Oh, okay.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah. Well, no. The broadcast starts at 7. Game starts at 7.
Well, I'll roll in about 5 after 7, just so you know.
Sure, that sounds about right.
So you know.
That sounds about right.
So where's the Bloodmobile?
All right, cool. Hey, Bloodmobile today. I almost said Larry. How about that? We're actually at the Lowe's out there on 40, so come by and see us and give the gift of life, donate blood.
Galen,
you guys tonight.
See you tonight.
Bye, y'all.
You're listening to WOCA 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
The FBI has issued a federal arrest warrant for Gabby Petito's boyfriend for his use of unauthorized devices following her death. The complaint claims Brian Laundrie used a debit card and PIN number owned by Gabby Petito between 30 August and 1 September. Ms. Petito's body was found on Sunday inside the park a couple had visited. Homicide was ruled as the cause of death. Mr. Laundrie is currently missing. His